Before I started this supplement for my fibroids, I was literally ready to give up. I mean, like, throw the towel in, let them take over my whole entire body, give up. I was beyond sick and tired of my symptoms taking over my entire life. I've been honest about the fact that my symptoms were not only taking over my body, but they started to take over my work life, my social life, and my finances. I didn't know how I was going to make it out, but I was determined not to get on that operating table again. I could tell you that. Of course, I'm talking about my Happy Flow. This supplement literally brought me back from the dead. Okay. It brought me back to life when I had zero hope. Okay. That is why I will always recommend trying this on your fibroid healing journey. And although there's a lot of information about my experience on this supplement out there, I'm still getting a lot of questions about what it did for me, which I love. So keep it coming. But let's address this question today. The first part of her question asks, what differences did I notice when I first started taking the supplement? But remember, this is my personal experience with this supplement. Within the first 30 days of me taking this supplement, the first thing that I noticed was more energy. I've been very transparent about the struggles that I had on this journey, and debilitating fatigue was one of the worst symptoms that I was experiencing because it was affecting my money. Okay. That is something that I noticed immediately when taking this supplement. I had so much more energy. I also had clarity of mind because brain fog is something that I experienced on this journey as well. And it too was quite debilitating. And being an entrepreneur and brain fog don't mix. The second part of her question is asking what it actually did for me and how did it give me hope. We're talking about decreased bloating, and my bloating was off the charts, you guys. Not only were my fibroids large, my stomach was inflated even further due to my hormone imbalance. Reduction in pain and cramps during my period. So, because as I've said, I used to be almost bedridden on my period. I could not move because I was in so much pain. And another thing that was dramatically reduced was my heavy bleeding. As I've said many times, in the beginning of this, when my fibroids were raging, I could not even leave my house because I was bleeding so much, okay? This helped me to have more manageable periods to the point where I could actually begin to work out on my period, which would have never happened, as well as it allowed me to go back to work because I was actually having to take so many days off from work. So I hope that this answers your question. Experiencing changes in those areas of my life was life-changing. It gave me the hope and the drive to keep going on this fibroid journey and continue to incorporate diet and lifestyle changes that brought me to the success that I have seen in reducing my fibroids and my symptoms. I cannot imagine my story without this supplement. In fact, without my Happy Flow, y'all would never know who I am right now, or my story for that matter.